Hi everyone, welcome to my blog and welcome to my channel, Miss Expat Spain. I will in this first episode, I will use this first episode to introduce myself and to introduce this vlog to you. I divided this episode in four parts. First part, I will introduce myself. Second part, I will share my motivation to start this vlog, and then in third part, I will say something about maybe like a profile of a listener of this channel, even though this is definitely not strictly limited to people who feel that they fit into this profile. Everyone is welcome here. And at the end, I will tell you what will be the topics that you can find here on this vlog and this channel. So let's start. My name is Dunya. I am 37 years old. I am an expat and I am originally from Serbia. I moved first to Austria around, well, now almost 10 years ago. I lived in Austria for almost 7 years. I moved to Austria to do my PhD. I did my PhD in the area of aquatic ecology. And after my PhD, I was even doing a 2.5 year postdoc in Austria, even though not at the same place as my PhD. Then I moved to Spain. I got a fellowship, another postdoc fellowship in Spain. I first lived in Sevilla for around 6 months. And then I finally settled in Madrid. While I was living in Austria, I was spending also some months in Belgium as a part of my research stay, as my project. And a couple of years ago, I spent a couple of months also as a part of a research project in Hungary. So I have some experience moving around Europe, and I also have some experience with being an immigrant and yeah, getting around, how to get around. At some point, I realized that, well, last couple of years, I've been moving so much that I realized that my academic career was suffering due to all these moves, and that I feel more as a specialist in moving than as a specialist in biology and ecology right now. Then I decided to start this vlog, and so the idea is to eventually shift my career. And this is why I also started studies in psychology with final aim to be a psychotherapist and to specialize in people who moved to another country, who are adjusting to the life abroad. I am now definitely not speaking, so I would like to underline this, that I'm not speaking from the position of an expert, of a psychology expert, because I am just a first year student, but I am speaking from a position of someone who has personal experience with moving. This is a situation for now, and it will be in a following 4 or 5 years at least. Why am I starting this vlog and why I'm starting this channel is because I felt that I acquired so much experience in the last couple of years with moving, because I was in Belgium for some months, in Hungary for some months. I lived for years in Austria, and now I finally moved here to Spain, where I'm planning to stay in the future, at least for the next couple of years. Also within Spain, I moved from Sevilla to Madrid. In Austria, I moved from Lower Austria, from one village in Lower Austria to Upper Austria, so to one very small town in Upper Austria, which is called Monze, close to Salzburg. So all in all, I acquired so much experience that I would really like to share with everyone who is interested in this topic, and hoping that my experience is going to help someone in the future. One of the things I would like to talk about are, of course, these kind of technicalities: administration, finding a flat, figuring out how to register in the city hall, residence permits, citizenship applications, and so on. But the other reason is that I hope that this vlog will have people who are moving with all these emotions that come along. By that I mean, of course, when we move because we are motivated to go to another country for work, for better opportunities in life in general. But of course, this has some emotional consequences that we start missing people that we left behind. And we are, of course, trying to maintain these relationships with family and friends. This is one side of the story. The other side of the story, a place where we moved to, in most cases, we don't know anyone. And we would like to meet people, find new friends. This is, in many cases, not so easy. And many people at the beginning also fight with this feeling of being alone. And I would like to talk about all of these topics because it's important that people who are moving and who are struggling with all sorts of feelings or mixed feelings, they don't feel alone in this situation. And the ones who are thinking about moving, they get a bit of heads up what they can expect once they move abroad. That of course there will be amazing experiences, but we should be aware that this is not going to solve all of our problems. One more reason that I would like to using this channel to meet other foreigners, other expats. And so please write me if you have any questions. And of course, if I can answer someone's questions about moving or life abroad or life in Spain, for example, just write me. And so this is my reason to start this channel, to help people figure out the moving steps, and also once they are here or once they moved abroad, to just figure out how to proceed from there and to um, yeah, see that there are other people in similar positions and that we talk to each other. Okay, so the third part, the profile of the person who is listening to this blog would be female first, but again, I am underlining that, of course, I'm not limiting this to any specific group, but main topics will be from, of course, from my perspective. And then it's mostly aiming at people at their 30s, because I will be talking about this period of life, this stage of life, and how being an expat in this stage of life feels. Then I will be talking about studying. I moved to be a PhD student in Austria, and in that situation, people in their 20s, they can also find, for example, this topic very interesting and useful to them. Um, Another side, for example, when I start talking about the career change and these segments, I am sure that this would be also interesting to people who are not just in their 30s, but almost basically in any period of life, like 30s, 40s, 50s. So just feel free to listen and share your thoughts, of course. Beside of being a female in their 30s or maybe 40s, as I'm going to talk about life abroad in general, everyone who is thinking about moving abroad, everyone who is already living abroad, everyone who is just curious about life abroad, they think that they will for sure find a lot of interesting topics on this blog. Feel free to have a look. For example, if you are, you don't even have to be a foreigner, but if you are interested about the career change, this is also a good place for you. And now the final fourth part is what you are going to find here on this vlog and why you should be listening to this vlog. So one part is that I will be sharing parts of my life which are related to living abroad, being an expat, and I am sure there will be a lot of useful tips for you regarding moving once you are already moved somewhere. But in addition, I will also give answers to your questions about life abroad or topics that I did not mention. Sometimes I will maybe use these questions and make a blog about that, so to share with everyone if this question is addressed by more people or it's a broad question that can be put into one blog episode, or I will be directly answering to your comments in the comment section. And finally, I hope that through my blog or through my channel in general, you will be able to meet other people in similar situations. This is one of the ideas for the future. This blog and probably podcast will mostly be focused on life in Spain, because I'm currently in Spain, but we will be talking about all challenges of life abroad. These are some introductory topics. I also invite you to first subscribe to this channel. Second, check out my blog, auslanderin.blog. Also check out my Instagram account, Miss Expat Spain. So the same as this YouTube channel, and my Buy Me a Coffee account, where there will be some extra content, hopefully very soon. Okay. So yeah, for now, this is it. Okay. Bye. Thank you for listening.